Hello, welcome to the lesson entitled The Scope of Modern Web Development. In this lesson, we will discuss the following questions. First, what is web development today? Second, what are the areas of expertise in web development? Third, what are the three types of web development? And finally, what are the current trends in this field? So let's start with a short definition of web development. Web development refers to technologies, practices, and tools that are used to create and maintain interactive websites and web applications. It encompasses a wide range of front-end and back-end technologies, emphasizes responsive design for various devices, and incorporates best practices in security, collaboration, and efficient project management. So as you can see here, web development is not just about technology, but it is also about proper management of that technology and of the whole process of designing, creating, implementing, and delivering websites for users. But of course, what we will be focusing on here during this course will be the more technical side of web development process. And within that technical side, we have several areas of expertise. And what are these areas of expertise? First of all, it is, of course, web programming. Websites and web applications are programmed using different programming languages. Some of them are script languages, some of them are markup languages, and other are regular programming languages, including object-oriented languages like PHP, for example. So the core skill area of expertise in web development is, of course, web programming. But maybe equally important thing is web design. And it is about designing, creating user interfaces for both websites and web applications. It is about creating layouts for those websites, but it is also about creating the information architecture. So the way in which information, the content of the website or web application is being presented to the user, so it is presented in a user-friendly manner. And for this purpose, we have a separate subfield which is called usability or user experience. And within that subfield, we are trying to establish the guidelines for proper presentation of information and content and how we actually implement those guidelines using different approaches. And of course, to make sure that the website or web app is user-friendly, we may do a lot of testing. And there is, again, separate but connected area of expertise, which is web testing. And here we will be focusing on testing a website or a web application with participation of users. So then we will be focusing on user-centeredness of the product. But also we will be focusing on the technical testing, which means that we will try to eliminate as many coding errors as possible using both manual and automated approaches. And of course, aside from testing the website itself or a web app, we may need to also test how it is received by the user and how the users actually use our product. And that is another area of expertise, web analytics. And here we will be using different tools to study the data regarding the way in which users interact with our website. What is the source they entering from, what is the time they spend navigating, exploring our website, at what point they resign from this process. So what can we do to improve our website or web application for the purpose of users being more satisfied with the product. And of course, we have connected skill set, which is search engine optimization. Because if we want to be able to attract users, we need to appear at the few first places within the scope of a search engine result page. So if we want to be sure that the users will be able to find us on the internet, they need to see our address, our URL, among the first results on the favorite search engines. And search optimization means that we will be trying to optimize the content of the website, but also try to maintain links on other websites, so our position in search engines will be increasing. So as you can see here, we have a lot of ground to cover if we want to understand the scope of web development. But to put it slightly differently, if we talk strictly about producing websites, we may consider three types of web development. The first one is front-end development, and it involves creating the visual and interactive elements of a website or web application that users see and may interact with directly. And here we'll be using mainly client-side technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. On the other end is back-end web development, and it focuses on the server side of web applications and websites, and it is about managing databases, writing server-side code, and handling those behind-the-scenes functionalities that support the front end. And the third type of web development will be full-stack development, and it is, as you may already guess, both front-end and back-end expertise, and it requires proficiency and understanding of those both front and back end side of the web development process. And frequently you may find job ads that are actually dedicated to full stack developers, those who will be able to work on both interface, layout of the website, and also could manage those behind the scenes functionalities and aspects of delivering a website or web application. The last thing that I would like to discuss before concluding this lesson would be trends in web development, because we may stuck to this idea that the web development is mainly about producing websites, and therefore we need to learn HTML and CSS, and that would be sufficient. But actually it is, of course, no longer sufficient. There are at least three trends that I would like to point out to that we may need to keep in mind while we'll be learning the basics of web development. The first one is called progressive web apps, and here we are talking about native app-like experience for web applications. Progressive web apps are a not separate technology in itself. This is rather an approach to producing web applications in a way that would allow users to interact with them as if they were using apps or on their mobile devices. So it is about making those apps available offline, making sure that you can manage and send push notifications, and that the whole experience will be rather different than with the regular websites. And progressive web apps could very easily be then used as any other app on users' phones. So the whole experience is aimed at being seamless, as being in a way as if we are using regular apps. So we will be lowering the barrier that users may encounter while interacting with the regular website. The second trend is related to the expansion of the use of cloud-based infrastructure. It is called serverless architecture. So normally, especially if you are a full stack developer, you need to also focus on maintaining a separate web server, on maintaining a database server. While you are doing that, you spend more time on infrastructure than you may need to spend, and you may have less time for actual producing of the website, on coding. So in serverless architecture, you are in a way giving away those more engaging server-side tasks by using cloud-based functions. So you are focusing on coding and producing a website, and those functions that you may need, like for example database server, are being managed by a cloud solution. So the expansion of cloud services, of cloud platforms, means that you as a web developer you are no longer required to actually engage with the server side, infrastructure side aspect of web development. And the third trend, which may be obvious today, is the use of artificial intelligence, and especially of generative AI, which could be used to create dynamic content for your website, for coding and testing web applications. So, of course, one example of the use of AI would be to generate dynamic content that would be personalized, that would be used to actually somehow respond to the requirements and preferences of particular users. But it could be also used to write code, or at least assist you in writing code for your website or web application. And the third thing, testing web applications is much easier with the use of AI, which can help you to write testing scripts for your products, therefore giving you more time to focus on actual development. So, to conclude this lesson, first, web development encompasses all stages of designing, constructing, and delivering websites and web applications. Second, it is an intersection of multiple specialized skills such as web programming, web design, usability or user experience, web testing, web analytics, and search engine optimization. The three main types of web development relate to front-end, back-end, and full-stack development. And the three trends that I discussed, progressive web apps, serverless architecture, and the use of AI, are among the current trends in web development, but there are more, and hopefully we'll speak about them very soon. But for now, thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon.